Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sunless Skies. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today, because we have a problem. We need to go over there, and I think the fastest way is inevitably going to be through here. But the problem is, I don't actually know what we require to get in there. So that's a bit of an issue. We're currently in the Royal Society over here, and because we're in a race. And yeah, that's why we're going over that way. And I think, yeah, we don't have anything there. We did everything last episode, so yeah, it's all fine. I think what I need is, I need to go to London. And that's a shame. Let's go. And it's a shame because I need the bank. I need to get unseasoned hours. I'm pretty sure that is what we require. And of course, we're gonna do this like so. And it's gonna be the fastest race ever. But mostly also because we are just, you know, it's travel time. And travel time is long and arduous in this game. Although it was scary at the beginning. Now that I have a nice engine, things changed a little bit. Now it's mostly to do with the terror. But it's gonna be good to be back in the Reach. We have things to do in there. And I can start actually mapping out all the stuff that I can do in each location. I could write that down and just have notes in my notebook about all that. That'd be nice. Can't we do that? I suppose we could do that. This feels like a dead end. Over here, let's not crash against the wall any more than I already do, because I do that plenty. This is kind of tricky to control with a single finger, because the W is using my middle finger. Is it middle finger that it's called? The one that you do the birdie with? Is it called the birdie? I think it is called the birdie. You know, everybody knows that finger. The funniest finger, because the other fingers don't represent a phallus. Of course they don't. They're not long enough. That's the reason. I bet that's the reason. Actually, I do wonder. I think there are people who have whose index finger is longer. Oh no! Don't go against that. Is longer than yeah. Let's go through here. Than their middle finger. But they're probably in the minority. Otherwise, the birdie would be with the index finger. There's other logistical reasons why the birdie wouldn't be with the index finger, though. I would say. I don't know. It's all very complicated to think of a finger. It's not really a finger as rude. It's really a gesture that's rude, and I guess that makes a lot more sense when you think about it like that. Of course, gestures are rude. There's plenty of gestures that can be rude. Usually they involve phalli. Phalli? That's the phallus is an English word, so it would be phalluses. Yeah. They usually involve phalluses or illusions thereof, one way or another. Because that's how rudeness is achieved. The crotch chop, for example, doesn't actually involve any fingers or shapes similar to that, but it's still illusory to that. Why are we talking about that today? I don't know. It's just where my mind wanders in the immortal words of I think it's Dwight Schrute. I got penises in the brain. That's what he said. And never found that quote to be particularly funny, but I do like quoting it in other contexts, because the context is what makes anything funny or crude, for that matter. Because specifically talking about penises. Hi, hello. Please don't kill me. What are you doing? Oh my god! I said please don't kill me, and I killed myself. This is bad. Bye. I'll see you later. Don't. It's not aggressive even. It makes noise though. I don't like it. Okay, so we're here. Mr. Menagerie is around. Hi. We can talk to the princess. No, we cannot. And we could go to the Silken Salon. Didn't go to the freaking Clockwork Sun. Ah, well. Everything is suspended right now. So Ministry Strand permits. I need those. You jerk. I wonder if the princess is going to get me those. Okay. So everything else is good. I can repair my locomotive. Fully repair it, indeed. There we go. For how much? 9 sovereigns. That sounds good to me. And let's go to the bank. Oh, actually, we could go to the bazaar, but there's nothing there. There's nothing here that we're going to mess with. And still don't have enough money for that. Although we are making good headway to that. Okay, so we have Ministry approved literature over here, which is good because we also have unseasoned hours, and honestly, the unseasoned hours are gonna be easier to sell. So I can donate 2 of those to get past. Are we gonna need caddies of dry tea? I don't think we need to do anything here. Yeah. Read yourself. No. Let's just spend some time in the company of this fine gentleman. I can ask him about the thing. I can listen to that. I will need the caddies of dry tea. I can hang on to 2 of those. And when we find a chorister bee, we will. Yeah, that's actually the one that I was thinking of when I decided to look at my companions. So I'll get 2 of those. That's precisely as much as we have space for, and then the rest of the stuff doesn't matter. Cask of Navarantine gemstones. Oh, this is in the bank, so we can just get it later. It's not a problem. Okay, excited. I'm excited. Are you excited? Because I am. Okay, so we're going forward. Don't crash against things. Ah, dang it. My god, how am I this bad? It's the hips. It's the hips. Everybody knows it's the hips. The hips are always the problem. They are always banging against something. It doesn't matter what you do with them. They're gonna be the ones to spill the water. Gonna be the ones to snag on that doorknob. And you're gonna be like, ugh, that hurts. And it's the same thing with an engine. It's basically the same thing. They're just wasting money, basically. Oh, boy. Actually, it's not that much. I just wasted 6 gold. Which is fine. Simon's Nest. How do I want to go there? No, that's the wrong way. Nope, that's the wrong way. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, I guess 3 more gold gone. As long as we don't die, we'll be okay. In fact, if we die, we won't have wasted the gold. We'll just have wasted the time. Which is a different gold altogether, isn't it? A moan of wind, a bleak stretch of wilder sky. Indeed, just don't crash against the house. Because it's a very pretty house. Okay. That's the timing? That was the timing. Yeah, that was the fastest timing I could get. Because I tried to be a little bit faster and immediately... It's tricky, talking and getting timing ready. I've always found it very difficult to sing and play the guitar at the same time. And the guitar is not even an instrument that requires a whole lot of rhythm. It does, obviously, but it depends on the genres, but still it does. But the drums, I have tremendous respect for... I don't play the drums, by the way. I have tremendous respect for anybody that plays the drums and sings at the same time. They're very uncommon, but it's probably other reasons besides the rhythm thing. I've seen some people do amazing things with rhythm. It's probably also a question of logistics, because getting a microphone in the battery to sound clear and all that sort of... In the drums. I say battery? It's fine. So, present myself to customs. Reach Albion. I have 1. Oh, no. Oh, there. Wait, what? I need permits. Reach Albion transit permit. You have 1 and all. Will I be able to get back? I have nothing to declare. Everything is fine. The crew is eager. So we can go through first class. Or second class. Or I can just pay the money, which would have been fine, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna bribe people. Is that a bribe? You'll need to supply your own hours. The relay station will spin them into a coat to wrap your engine against the winds that harry the wild paths you must travel. You deliver the barrels to the relay's hour looms, which clank and grind. They spin the jacket of fresh time in which your locomotive will make its journey. Enclosed in your engine's pocket of hours, it is hard to say how long the passage will take. Unseasoned hours tend to be melancholy and anxious. Shouldn't it be melancholic? Because that's the noun, not the adjective. Your journey is likely to be wearing. I think that's how it's pronounced. The machinery grinds and stirs, the steam vents, the sigils of the edifice burn with sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engines. And I don't think I have lost any of the things that I needed, so I don't lose the permit. Good stuff. I really like that initial burst of animation. In general, all the animation here. It feels so much like old school cartoons that I used to watch when I was a kid. Not Japanese ones, because those have a different style of animation, evidently. And also not cartoons either. It was like, I think it's called digital... There's a name for it when you animate imagery. Photo animation? I've heard the name recently. Anyway, wait, what? Oh, yeah, we're... What? Oh, yeah, Port Prosper. My god, for a moment I thought this wasn't Port Prosper. Prosper? Off we go. Yeah, there's no time to waste here. Nowhere to go. That's not how he goes. Anyway, where do we need to go? Where is the race? Give me the journey. Get the journal. There we go. So, race destination in, need to reach, Port Prosper. Oh. Dang it. That's a lot simpler than I thought. I think I have enough time, though, to go visit other places. A couple of other places. Do we have quests to do here in Port Prosper? We do not. Not that I can see in my notebook over here. Crammed, I know. Let's explore just a little bit. A messenger greets you at the station. He has the scrubbed pink face and immaculate hair of a natural-born butler. He holds a placard with your name. A messenger explains that he is, as you already guessed, a butler. His master has heard much about your exploits, and he's quite desperate to meet you. He hands you a card with an address. You recognize it as a neighboring, or as a neighborhood of particular wealth and prominence. Interesting. I have gained one cryptic benefactor. That's not a quest, then. No. It is a quest. It's the long passage. We need to go into that neighborhood. I can take a tea at the Admiral station, which you may now go for tea. I suppose I can just do that. Find the race marshal. Let's do that. The most famous cafe in all Port Prosper is open today. The Admiral Nelson is Port Prosper's most exclusive tea house, and I think I have been here already before, so I don't need to read that again. Sneak tea cakes for the porters. Can I just do that? A few East End staff are kept on retainer for the less rarefied requirements of the Nelson's running. I have just gotten 10 crates of nostalgic crockery. 10. You cram a few dozen... Yeah. A few dozen small cakes into a bag and make a quick exit out the back. The porters are exceedingly grateful. It's considered impolite to tip these days, according to the new etiquette books. One grumbles through a mouthful of scone. Hardly make enough to pay off the uniform. A few stolen and discarded pieces of crockery exchange hands. Last season's too modern for the... Actually, I think there's an apostrophe that's missing there. Too modern for the Nelson. I like it. It's last season and you expect, oh, it's all out of date. No, it's too modern. Love it. I have now gained a bunch of crockery, which is not necessarily the greatest of things. My terror has fallen. Nice. Good lord, you're early. Lord Rochester looks up from his kippers with amusement. Well, don't just stand around. Ballywell, get a shake on. Sure. He waves you out of the Nelson, though not before ensuring your engine is stocked up for the journey back. And I'm way overstocked. I can offer transport to settlers. I have one still. I can return a settler, but let's not. I think they need to go to Lustrum or something. The other company house, but that's for me to deliver port reports, which I don't really want at the moment. The parsimonious chairman's office over here. His he wants another thing. Ask about the Albion Transit Relay. I have that already, and the Windward company is for me to lower my terror. But unfortunately, that does change reputations, which is fine, I suppose. I mean, it's not amazing, but it is fine. We're gonna be... Extremely overstocked. This is awful. I have so much crockery. No. It is so nice. It's so nice to have it. Well, at least I have it, I suppose. That's a terrible state of affairs right now. I need to throw away the barrels of unseasoned hours. Because they... Oh, no. This is awful. What is wrong with you giving me so much stuff? I mean, at least I can sell some stuff. Which I will. And now the game is gonna ask me to jettison stuff. I can't undock without jettisoning, I suppose. I could go to New Winchester. But I don't feel that's a safe bet. I'm thinking... I know. I'm thinking I throw away everything but one fuel supply. Or I sell, in fact. Let's see if I can do something about that. Go into this and then sell all of these. Get a little bit... Okay. That's a little bit more manageable. And sure, yeah, I may die, but we'll find. We'll figure it out. Also, it's fuel that I need anyway, so it should be okay. Could be okay. So I need to throw away unseasoned hours. I'm not sure I'll ever use the crockery, but the unseasoned hours, I will jettison 2 of them. But I've done worse. So from here, we can go to New Winchester. Is that a good idea? Well, I'm gonna say that it isn't. But the problem is going back is a problem. There's many. I don't know. Let's go to New Winchester. I'm heading for it. So it's just yep. Let's see how long it takes us. I think I have time to go there and back. I think we're on a third of the way, so this should be okay. Hey, there's these guys here. Don't crash against me. You are the freaking worst. I hate you. I hate you! We're low on fuel. Yeah, your face is low on fuel. We should have plenty of fuel, though. Because we spent a little bit, only ever so slightly, a little bit to get here. And we're already like a quarter of the way. Of course, food is a problem, but again, food, as we've seen before, we can starve for a little bit. That's just one of those things. Okay, I'll get to you on our way back. And also, I'm pretty sure food is tuned so that we can use our scouts a little bit more often than one might otherwise want to. Can I not? There it is. Curing my terror a little bit. Okay. Then how do I get to New Winchester? Through here? Sure. It's kind of complicated drifting all the way, but I think we just spent 1 day to get here. Yeah, that's how you navigate. I think it's official now. I thought it was pretty obvious already. I wonder if it's a matter of heat. No, I don't think it is. I mean, it could be. It's kind of tricky to navigate like this. Our food is going down, but we will get food. Lights in the distance, and also, of course, the soundtrack for New Winchester. It's been a while. It's been a while. What is Winchester, by the way? In London. I say London, but I guess in England. Okay, this is doable. Are we good? Yes, we are. Oh, yeah, we are. Just at the nick of time. Not that we'd lose terror or anything, but... Ooh, Victory Hall. Fittingly named. Wait a minute. Dang it! Dang it. Well, I guess... Don't crash. I guess we're starving a little bit. Woohoo! That was quite a maneuver. I think I lost hull because I nicked the wall. Okay. So we're safe. Repair the locomotive. Might as well fully repair it because it is cheap. Yeah, absolutely. It's the same price everywhere as well, so that's very nice. Hire a new crew. I don't need it. Follow. Begin writing us. Oh, wait. This is the first step in your ambition, the Song of the Sky. You've amassed a collection of tales that linger after the telling. Oh, I have. I absolutely have. Let's go for it. You sit at your desk. The blank page yawns before you like an abyss. Memories crawl from the depths. The spiteful howl of the sky winds. The honey roar of a well-kept engine. The darkness. The stars. And I've gained 1,000 experience, and I think I need to gather more. No. Before you can truly begin the Song of the Sky, you must make a decision. Are you writing about a fictional character, merely drawing inspiration from your own experiences, or are you writing an explicit memoir? Well, I'm writing fiction, because that's more real than a memoir. In many ways. Not in every way, evidently. Not in the face of it, naturally. This allows you more scope, more flexibility, a more poetic attitude to the truth, and avoids any self-incrimination. I didn't think of it like that, but I suppose you spend a few moments assembling a name, a face. The conceit of the text shall be that you are simply relaying the dizzying stories of a mysterious sky captain of your recent acquaintance. Of course, even an unsophisticated reader will be able to spot the truth. That we're really telling our own story. At first, each word must be individually wrestled from your recalcitrant mind, and somewhere between brain and paper they lose their luster. Finally, just as the mountain of crumpled paper beside your desk has reached your knees, you strike something. A match, a vein, a melancholy chord. Yeah, they use this as an adjective. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, you write until you need to sleep. Then you sleep until you need to write. When you resurface, the first canto is complete. What now? You've not nearly finished the song, not yet, but perhaps you've written enough to show to a publisher. No, not publishers. They're the bane of all the things in the world. You've written only a fraction, but if you're lucky, it'll be enough to secure a book deal. Yeah, if I'm lucky, I suppose. The reputable publishing houses of New Winchester are crammed into Smoghorn Street, where the roaring presses give the impression of a nearby sea. Your first speech begins swimmingly. Remarkable, murmurs the editor. Effortlessly lyrical, mythological in ambition. When you ask after a deal, however, he shakes his head. No, it won't make a penny. You work your way down the street. The commentary there is harrowing. You work your way down the street. Your increasingly bedraggled manuscript clutched close to your chest. Finally, you catch an editrix just as she leaves for the day. I won't publish this, she says, flipping through the pages, but I know someone who might. She jots an address on the back of your manuscript, and I wonder if it is here in London. Say London, in New Winchester. We're not in London. It's a crooked house in an unsavory part of town. As you open the door, you are buffeted by cigarette fumes. A man appears amid the smoke, which I find in my head that's just like a magic trick. It's just like, but it's just cigarette smoke. Anyway, his hand slithering into yours. That's gross. You're the one who's been terrorizing Smoghorn Street, says the omnivorous publisher. Fitting name. His green I love it. I just can't help smiling, and I can't even pronounce that word. His green encompassing his face. Let me see. He snatches the manuscript. Excellent, he says, breathing twin plumes of appreciative smoke as he reads. I'd like to offer you a deal, and I have 100% success on my hearts, so I will negotiate a contract. The publisher sits at his desk, and you almost lose sight of him behind the swamp of paperwork, books thick with bookmarks, and overflowing ashtrays. After long hours of negotiation, during which you inhale enough second-hand cigarette smoke to poison a cat, you work out a suitable advance. The omnivorous publisher agrees to publish your work serially, canto by canto. I don't actually know if it's pronounced like that. Canto means chant. That's the Italian word, and I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure it's Italian, because that's not Latin. And it's basically another word for chapter. But I'm not actually sure if there is a definite distinction between the two, between a chapter and a canto. Maybe there's something that makes it... Maybe it's just another... it's a fancier way of, my book doesn't have chapters, that's too plebeian. He hauls a tarpaulin aside with a flourish to reveal a slumbering behemoth of a printing press. Tomorrow, the song will be talk of the town. The song will be talk of the town. Is that the name of my book? Maybe. He assures you. His prophecy doesn't come true. The first canto is a brief sensation, the subject of a few days' dinner party conversation among literary circles, but it soon sinks into obscurity as the next curiosity comes along. Perhaps the publisher might help you make a success of the second. Well, I would say I got it published. That's a success already. If I wanted to write a book, actually, that would be super success. If I wanted to write a book, writing a book would be success. I would have the book written. I've written a couple of things. I think writing a book is a tremendous success too, because writing anything interesting would be a success. My bar is so low that for myself anyway, not necessarily for my character, but for my bar is so low that having anything worthwhile written would be good. It's just like, I can die now. Oh, well, you can't, because after you achieve something, you want to achieve something else, because that's why you say the bar is low or high, because it's the good. So the first canto was quite a success, quickly forgotten. That's not good enough. Yeah, I will deal with you later, but for right now, let's look at the bazaar over here and see what we can do. Hopefully there will be something in Port Prosper, because we're not going there. Verdant seeds, sacks of to lustrum. Dang it, the hiccups too. Okay, so I can go to the bank. I can drop these, because we're not going to spend time over here. I'm just going to drop these. I'm going to drop a bunch of these, and all of them, actually. In fact, so I'll hang on to those. I don't think I need anything in here. Ministry, I don't need the literature. Do we have new ships? I wonder if the new ship that showed up on the other side... No, it might have been a patch. That's why I want to check. And then we have a bunch of other things. But look at that, we don't have level 3. So that's how that particular thing works. So let's, that's not how it works. That's how it works. Let's fuel up for the journey. And let's end the episode, because we're out of time for the day. But we will continue in the next episode, talking here to people in New Winchester. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.